Hi guys, I'm Karen Rice and welcome to my watercolour YouTube channel. I'm going to be painting a Bluebell woods in watercolour. It's going to be abstract, it's going to be loose, and it's a way of getting you started, especially if you haven't been painting for a while, you feel a bit tight. And I recommend, using the back of an old painting and just to play and see what happens. I've deliberately not used a photograph. Just to talk a little bit about my art materials, I'm using a palette. I'm mainly using three colours, pink, yellow and blue. The blue I'm using is Ultramarine, but you could use Cobalt blue. Any yellow and any pink will do. And it's just, having a little pot of water, couple of brushes. I'm also using Brusho, salt and watercolour pencils with some sandpaper. So we're going to have some fun. And if you'd like to see a full list of the materials that I'm using, please see the description below. I've also published a full feature-length tutorial of these abstract Bluebell woods. It's available on my Patreon membership. Details about that can be found in the description below. But I just go through a lot more of my thought processes, the techniques, the colour mixing, etc. And there are other exclusive videos available on my Patreon membership. So check that out. Details about it can be found in the description below. So shall we get started? So this is from my imagination. So I've put a finished painting in the top right hand corner just to give you an idea the direction I'm heading in. I thought you might find that useful. So I've just put a few pencil lines on there, one for the horizon and some to mark in some trees. Just to loosen up, just to see what happens. And sometimes when you have something that you're copying, it can hold you back. So in this instance, I'm just going to paint one of my most favourite subjects, and that is Bluebell woods. I'm using quite a sort of limited palette, yellow, a little bit of pink, ultramarine. Ultramarine and pink make a gorgeous Bluebell colour. So I'm mixing those together. I'm also going to be mixing together the yellow, pink and ultramarine to make a sort of dark brown colour for the tree trunks. I'm going to use some salt, spattering, Brusho, you name it. I'm just going to throw everything at this painting and just have fun. I really feel that art is like a therapy to me, and I hope you'll find this inspirational just to get your watercolours out and not have any expectation and just to enjoy the process and allow yourself to make mistakes as well, just to experiment and see what happens. One of the things I do, I've painted a lot of Bluebell woods over the years, is I put the Bluebell colour on first, as you can see here, wet in wet, and then I mix up a green and put it in the spaces that I've left. It's a bit like painting the clouds or a cloudy sky as well, so I'll leave the gaps for the white clouds. In this instance, I'm actually painting some green in the gaps there, and so I'm trying not to touch the purple because it will make a brown colour, as I was saying, when you mix all three together. So I'm just painting this yellowy colour wet into wet, mixing up a darker green now and painting this dark green in damp into damp with my size 10 brush. So I'm painting in the background now with a mixture of the ultramarine and the yellow with a tiny touch of pink to kind of sort of neutralise the colours. I'm using my size 10 brush, painting this damp into damp, so you get some lovely soft edges so these trees look further away. So I'm mixing up a little pink here with the ultramarine again, quite a creamier mixture, and I'm painting this damp into damp. I try to vary my Bluebell colour. Some of it will have a little bit more pink in it, some a little bit more blue. So you just get this different variety of colours. Imagine the sun hitting it and you get sort of lighter pink colours, and where it's in the shade, maybe a darker blue violet. But again, this is from my imagination, and I really sort of encourage you to paint like this without any sort of restrictions of drawing or a photograph, even though I know I've got my painting in the top right hand corner, but it's just to show you the direction that I'm going in. If you're worried about spoiling a precious piece of watercolour paper, which we all feel that way, just use the back of an old painting that you weren't happy with and just practice painting like this, loosening up and tapping into your creative side. What I'm doing here is I'm just spattering some of this Bluebell colour, tapping the brush with my left hand there, to release the paint onto the wet surface. You feel you're very tight in your painting, I recommend spattering. If you don't want to get it in your sky, just put a piece of paper towel over the sky to protect it. Try to hold your brush further down the handle and just press and tap firmly to release the paint. And it's so much fun to do. And as I said, it does free you up. I'm using an Emery board now and a watercolour pencil and just rubbing it against the surface of the Emery board to release the pigment onto the wet surface. Again, that creates some lovely textures. And I'm using a violet watercolour pencil here and just really going along randomly across this wet surface to create some really nice textures. I'm using Brusho now and tapping this. I've made a little pinhole in the top there and tapping it onto the wet surface as well. That creates some really nice effects, as you can see there, like little fireworks going off in the sky. I'm using my Spritzer bottle just to reactivate it a little bit more, and look at that, it really does have a fabulous effect. If you want to know more about Brusho, I've made a couple of videos talking exclusively about it, and I'll put a link for those in the description below, and check that out. It's a great medium, lots of fun to use. So I'm painting the tree trunks now with my size 6 brush, and just painting them randomly really, starting from the bottom and just painting up. And I'm just painting a little bit now of a stronger mix on some of the trees to bring them forward, making them slightly wider as well, just to create some depth in the painting as I go. See there, I'm really going for a spatter now. I've spatted the branches and the tree area with some green and some of the branch colour as well, the ultramarine mixed with the pink and the yellow to make quite a neutral colour. I've decided to mix up some lavender with some white gouache. You could use the ultramarine mixed with the pink and use some white paint, white watercolour, white acrylics, whatever you fancy. I really love the salt effect and all the textures in the bluebell area and the grasses. I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and it has hopefully inspired you to get your watercolours out and just play. It's a great way of loosening up and really to get to know watercolour and what it does. You know, you kind of sort of can see what happens if you kind of mess with it too much. It gets a little bit muddy, but you can still be very loose with watercolours, and that's what I love about it. So if you'd like to see more tutorials like this, please subscribe if you haven't already to my YouTube channel. And if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section below. And if you'd like to watch longer tutorials with lots more tips and techniques, check out my Patreon. Thank you again for watching. Happy painting. Bye for now.